This video is gonna be a brave one. It might trigger people, might even offend people, but I really need to get this off my chest. I watched a video by a YouTuber named Skyline in which he was saying, oh, here are the people who are easiest to, you know, pick up and, you know, start off with, get to know, and here are the people that are hardest to master. He was saying something about Mercy being like, oh, since you don't really have to aim with him, you know, with her, the master cap, you know, goes down a bit. Comments didn't really agree with that, and I was like, oh my god, I want to trigger my YouTube comments like no other, and list all of the characters in order who I think is hardest to actually master. And by master I mean like become really proficient with. You know, you don't just like have the occasional amazing moments, you're consistently amazing at like each aspect of the character entirely. You rock at it. So like what is most difficult to master in my opinion? With reasons. Yeah, maybe, yeah. So I just think people are gonna get so triggered by the fact that they think everyone thinks their main is kinda, it is hard. Otherwise, you know, I'm not calling like, otherwise it's like easy, and no one wants to be like, oh, your character is easy, you know, no one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear that shit. I'm the same. So I kind of want people to assume that I'm calling their character easy, so they're gonna be like, this is why this character is a lot harder. So I'm very excited for that. You can try all you want. You are going to get slightly triggered in this video. Oh, she gonna trigger you. Sometimes I think if I just jump around a bit, it's gonna be funnier, but it probably isn't. So I'm just gonna insert gameplay to distract, is what I am going to do. Start off, in this point in time, there are 23 characters in Overwatch. But since Bastion is one of them, there are 22 characters in Overwatch that we are going to list. So 22 Overwatch characters from easiest to master to hardest to master. As in not get to master, as in master the character themselves. Yeah, you understand what we're saying? We're on a mutual agreement here on what I'm trying to say here. Okay? Listing is tough in itself. Or it's an opinion thing. Don't kill me. Anyway, 22 Symmetra. I don't give a reason. I just want to like get her away. Shoo. 21 Winston. I feel like this guy is kind of actually hard to pull off, and you're gonna have to take a while to get used to this character. So you would suggest he would be higher up on the list, but like, I don't care enough, so I'm just gonna put him in 21 because I don't know. For 20, Mercy. Yeah, I only put her so high because I don't want Oasis to be mad at me. She's one of the easier characters to master. Don't mean she's easy to master, but just easier. Easier. Please don't get triggered. Number 19, Torbjorn. So like, you just put some turrets in places, look at videos and be like, that's where I want to place my turrets. And then that, yeah. Sorry, he's just, Number 18, Soldier. I just don't want to give him any more respect, because whenever you go for him or anything, he just runs away and you're never going to be as fast as he is, and that's really frustrating. And plus the whole auto aim thing makes it a little bit like, come on, how much are you really doing? How much are you really working for this whole DPS? I gotta aim, I'm a soldier. Number 17, Roadhog. So like, I just don't think there's too much to him, really. I think he's pretty simple. Shoot 4 bullets, you have a hook for bonus, and you can heal yourself. There's not really too much to you. I had this game where I was 24% hook accuracy.
Shut up, it's 24%! It's you can't see it, it's behind me. I mean, it's 74%. It's 24%. 24%. 24% hook accuracy. Oh my god.
I was probably the most useful person on my team at my designated character, and I was like, yeah, this is kind of sad. I was getting rid of Reinhardt's shields, walking forward, zoning, getting the occasional squishy with just one headshot. It was kind of ridiculous how much stuff I was doing with being bad. So can you even imagine if you just added a few hooks to that, how easy it would be to master. Number 16, Reaper. You flank, go around, you wait in a corner, you wait for them to move forward, then you go around, you hit some of the squishies, maybe you even hit the tanks. You shoot shotguns, and then you shift to get out of problems. You shoot at close range, you wait to get into close range, you sneak in, you shoot, you shift when you're in problem mode to get out, and you E to get up to high places so you can R. There's not all that much to it. Timing is probably the biggest thing.
Widowmaker, I'll replace it 15, cause like all you've got to do really well is snipe. And although it is quite hard to snipe, and as you can tell, my sniping abilities are kind of, how do we say, shocking. I know that I can't snipe for shit. It's all on you to get picks, and that can feel like a lot of pressure, but that is really the biggest problem, is aiming and pressure. When do you ever have to worry about your teammates or worry about the objectives? Not too often, do you? So it really makes life easier to master, because all you really got to do is get up on a high point or some sort of hidden point and snipe people and hope you get picks. I'm not doing your voice too well, am I? In my sights, I once was a ranger.
What did she even say?
Un vrai chef-d'œuvre, magnifique. Le baiser de la veuve dans ma ligne de mire. Impeccable. Dans ma ligne de mire. On the objective.
Get on the objective. Oh, nailed it. That's the one. I didn't spend way too much time on that. Not many people respect diva players, particularly when she was really particularly when she was particularly when she was quite overpowered. I'm offended though. As a former diva main, I think she is quite hard to master and needs to be further up the list even, but I'm trying to appeal to the masses and put her at number 14. She has a lot to her. She has a lot to her kit, you know? You have to walk forward with left, holding left. You have to walk back, holding right. You get to shift and push people off things, and the ult is ridiculously hard to hit. So yeah, I put her a little bit higher than people would probably normally put her. Whatever, it's not a big deal. If you're wondering why she's so low on the list,
No one is wondering that.
it's because she has her ult is hard to hit, and you gotta like left click that right hand shield, shift the right angles but to not get destroyed but still do a lot of things. You gotta have the timing right between. On to the next main, number 13, Hanzo. So Hanzo, I have to say, I am on the verge of becoming a really awesome. I'm about to master Hanzo. Okay, I am. It's been quite a journey, so that's why he's so high on the list. He's like essentially above Widow because he's, you know, he's hard at aim, arguably one of the hardest to aim with, really. I mean, apart from the scatter arrows, you just shoot him at the feet and like it seems to kind of work out really well all the time. Yeah, his ult timing takes a bit of prediction. And yeah, so he is quite difficult to master. Yeah, you've seen me play and you're like, that's not too far off from Seagull.
Ready? I'm so talented.
I think number 12 and number 11 are gonna kind of piss people off. So Farah is number 12. So like, okay, so she has rockets. You don't have to directly hit. You just have to kind of hit around. That's kind of a thing. That doesn't seem all that hard as directly headshotting things, but whatever. But essentially, the thing is, you are the most hated character to play against. Everyone just seems to get really triggered by your presence and will aim you immediately. It's like the people that the characters that people turn against foremost is like Pharah and then like Reaper and the Soldier and the rest. Oh, I mean, like, even like the only one that could even match to what people want to aim more than you is probably Genji, who was way much higher on the list. But anyway, so that would get really frustrating to play. I mean, you are flying and shooting rockets at the same time. Surely that's got to be hard to master. Yeah, right. I know. Let's talk about the ultimate. That's got to be hard to do each time well. I mean, like, it's like a death sentence. You could be in the best position ever and you would die. Not that I would know what the best position or the best timing for that ultimate actually is. But yeah, I think she safely is pretty high up on the list. Next character, also explosive, Junkrat. Reasoning? Because if you have to listen to that stupid voice for hours while learning to main and master this character, then you deserve my respect. To a certain extent, I freaking hate Junkrat. But you should like Junkrat because he's Australian. Let's just move on. McCree, number 10. That's it. I feel like I ranked him too high, but I can't be bothered moving the list now, you know. It's written down on Word, you can't just erase things on Word. Number 9 is Mei. Now this is a good example of what like is easy to play and pick up versus what is hard to master. Because she essentially, like, what I do is a great rendition of stand behind the wall and wait to wall people in and to get picks. I don't even poke around the side. I just do that on like maps like Eichenwald or Hanamura. That's all I do. I pretend to not even be there. Probably get far being a perfectly mediocre Mei, to be honest with you, but like being a really master Mei, you know, the right clicks and the shift and the hiding, the walls are easy to stuff up and screw your team. You don't want to do that. And I just find the ult sometimes really hard to land because for some reason she just has a really big arm and just launches it away, or it just never goes exactly where I want it to go, and I find it really hard. So I feel like that would take some time to master that ult in both timing and where the fuck it lands. Number 8 is Lucio, because he has glasses, and you know, 8 smile and bracket is glasses in Messenger, so I thought it suits. I think when you're playing Lucio, you're either really good at one of the following things. You're either really fantastic at skating, really good at positioning and doing the heals and speeding stuff, or you're really good at hitting the boops. It's hard to be a master at all of them. Number 7, I put him so high to appease a lot of people, and that is Reinhardt, the flippin' blue shield man. And the reason I put him so high is because I can't fucking play him. I've tried to. I have a lot of hours this season on this guy, and I just can't see. I am lost. Timing is so important, and positioning and trust, and so yeah, you know, that'll take a while to master, man. 6 to Zenyatta. I'm not sure why I'm being so support biased, but maybe it's because I kind of main this one guy. I main Zenyatta, okay? I main it, okay? I think I ranked him a little bit too high. I'm not gonna lie, at this point I'm kind of just standing here and being like, shit, I've already done the numbers. You know, I'm just going with it. I'm just gonna back it up entirely. But I think it's, you know, you gotta have awareness of everything that's going on in the field, I guess. With your discords and healing the right people and predicting what they're about to do. They're gonna need some heals. Their Genjis or Pharahs go in, and like the balls are hard to hit, but like if you can truly master it, it's more like if you can truly master this character, you can get really far by yourself. I feel. I just like Zenyatta, okay? I like him, okay? I think I give myself too much respect for playing Zenyatta. Oh, I'm regretting putting him here. Let's just move on. Zenyatta's hard to master, okay? Alright? And I'm a master of him, obviously. Let's move on.
My fucking god, I have 5 golds.
Present Earth Shatter, so we have 3.
5 is Sombra. I don't know. Obviously, by this point, I'm not sure what lists mean. I just thought I'd put her here. I mean, the way she holds her gun is pretty ridiculous. And seriously, she holds her gun like this. To play a character that holds their gun ridiculously, it's quite distracting. The top 4 I'm dead set on thinking that these are the 4 hardest characters to master. So number 4 is Tracer. I'm not sure exactly what about Tracer that I find really hard to master. All I know is that my heart rate goes a bit higher than when I play other characters, so obviously, like, if your heart rate is high all the time, it must be, it's like a very large sacrifice of your health to master Tracer, and that sacrifice must be difficult to make, so that's a reason. You're just whooping around trying to be annoying and trying to not die, but you also want to get picks and everything, and the bombs can be questionable. I find it hard to hit the bombs, so I think she should take a lot of time to truly master. And there's no other reason why I'm saying this. I think she's genuinely one of the hardest characters to master. I'm nervous about this one because I think most people would think he deserves number 1, but it is Genji at number 3. Did I want to piss people off with this decision? Kind of. And I just wanted to be I'm really stubborn, and I just want to be stubborn and different and just like lock it in. There's no moving me. I'll always think Genji is never going to be the hardest person to master in the game. So I'm stubborn, okay? She's stubborn like a Genji main. It's very actually kind of cool to see a Genji main go crazy because they really get in their element and they freaking own things. They're always at the right place and they're always hitting all their shots and getting their ultimates up and reflecting at the right time, and they're not dying but being a really, really hated target as well. And I don't know how people ult and not shake entirely during the ult. You are amazing at that. But that being said, you don't have to take care of your team. So you're only number 3. I had a really tough time picking between 2 and 1. But my 2 and 1 I'll stand by. I'm not even sure if I really want to stand by this, but I'm going to anyway. 2 is Anna. I'm looking at 2 as Anna. But there's just so much to Anna that is cool. She has to aim constantly. There's the timing, positioning, aiming of every single thing you have, the prediction, and there's just so much to her, like getting picks, keeping everyone healed and safe, and it seems like really difficult to master. If you've ever seen, I can't remember his name. If you ever would just watch him play, and it's the coolest thing ever, and it's difficult. What he does is difficult. It really is. I've played a lot of Anna, and I know I don't even think I can even imagine getting to that point where you watch someone really good and you're like, oh, that's easy, and then you do it and you're like, no. It's not. That is definitely the case. You're like, oh yeah, sure, that's easy. Like, he's shooting a few picks on this guy, and he's healing, he's doing everything. But it would be hard. Like, the first problem I have is that I sometimes get too focused on healing or too focused on kills that I can't manage between the two. And yeah. And I can't hit a sleep to save my life, so she's so awesome. I would love to master her. I find her amazing. And number 1 is my Russian comrade. He's my Russian woman. I love her, Zarya. So you're all gonna disagree with me. Let's straight up. You're gonna disagree with me regardless. So I understand why you do disagree with me. It's a reminder that it's not about picking up and just playing them. This is about becoming a master of them, and I think becoming a master of Zarya would take a long time, would take the longest time, would be the most difficult. I'm saying it there. So you got tracking with left click. Fair enough, doesn't seem too hard. Harder than most things. Like, you're not gonna 100% hit all of those, all of that laser beam on the enemy. You're just not going to. And the right click is hard to hit each one. Like the amount it takes the pink ball to go down. If to hit every single one of them and on the right targets and who you want, that takes a lot of skill. And you also want to know where everyone on your team is at one time. You also want to be a tank in the front line as well, and it's just hard to take care of people and to shield people at the right time when you also have to partially be at the front line as well. And you got to predict how much damage they're going to do, and you know the enemy's ults when your team is going in to give them the shield, and you don't know, you've got to guess all these random things of not these AI things of real people, and I think that requires a lot of practice to pull it off consistently well. Requires a lot of practice. This ultimate is really pivotal to team fights. So there's a lot of pressure there, and I guess sometimes I mess my ult up just by a slither of a second, or just by like missing it. Alright, so tell me below who you think is the hardest. I think my thing is running out of memory. Like, it's about to run out of memory. It's about to run out of memory. Tell me what you think of my video, or like get triggered in the chat and tell me how I'm wrong. I don't mind. I'll see you because it's about to run out. Oh, it's about to run out. Oh God.